Chaturanga Dandasana isn't only a strength pose. It's also one of the most common places that people collapse through their heart and their lungs in yoga. So when we sink too low or we lead from the shoulders, we close off two of the most important centers in the body, the heart and lung meridians. And this not only strains the joints, it also mirrors a deeper pattern, collapsing under pressure or holding your breath when things get hard. In this tutorial, we'll explore some ways of practicing Chaturanga so you protect your shoulders and open your energy. And this can build strength from your heart rather than build tension in your chest. You'll learn how to feel supported and strong throughout your entire body, so your breath, posture, and presence stay open and alive. Let's begin by looking at some common compensations in Chaturanga that you may recognize in your own practice. One of the most common things I see is people dipping their shoulders below their elbows. It's really hard to breathe this way. This overstrains the rotator cuff, and this compresses through the chest, which also closes off the heart meridian. Another common one is the elbows flaring out. This destabilizes the shoulder girdle and also makes it difficult to access the lung meridian that really expands through an open chest. Another one is dropping the ribs too early, creating a kind of sagginess or collapse through the midline. And this can mirror an emotional pattern of either pushing through or losing core support when things get tough. And the last one is using momentum to push through transitions. So rather than steadiness and strength with the breath, there's movement with urgency and tension. And that can be reflected in life, right? Moving with urgency and tension. So let's change any of these patterns by rebuilding Chaturanga from the ground up, finding alignment that supports both strength and the flow of energy. Do this with me. We're going to begin by opening up the wrists. And the reason for this is because it's actually helpful to take the weight forward and then bend the elbows. So this is the alignment in Chaturanga is here, but it requires more flexibility in the wrists. So let's begin by opening up the wrists, taking the fingers toward you, bringing the heels of the hands down toward the floor as far as they want to release, and then opening up by taking your weight back. Let your chest open up. You can even draw the shoulders into the back. Feel space through the chest, through the pecs. Draw the shoulder blades into the back ribs. And feel this opening through your wrists. And as we're doing this, we're also getting into the heart and lung meridians as well. And really feeling how we're working with the body as a full unit. The hands and the fingers and wrists are so important in a lot of our practice in yoga. So bringing awareness into your hands, your wrists, your fingers. And then let's change this, taking the tops of the hands down, the fingers toward you, releasing the wrist down. And again, feeling space through the chest. Get this really nice opening through the forearms. And then let's come and just shake out the wrists. Shake out the fingers as well. It's increasing circulation through your wrists, your hands, your fingers, up through your arms already. Now let's take the practice to the wall. Take your hands out at shoulder height and slide your hands down about a palm's length. Now look at the inside of your elbows. They're most likely facing inward. Turn them to face the ceiling. And from there, continue to bend your elbows, keeping the inside of the elbows facing up. And feel how you have to engage for that to happen. Keep pressing into the palms. Now straighten through the arms. And let's do that one more time. So turn the inside of the elbows to face up. And now take the elbows straight back. Feel space through your chest, space across the upper back. You're doing this slowly. You're feeling into the details of the movement. Now press into your hands to lengthen through the arms. This feels really active for me. Let's do it one more time. The inside of the elbows facing up, taking the elbows straight down toward the ground. You're pressing through the four corners of your palms, active through the chest, through the upper back. Now take a breath here and just notice if you're locked through your jaw, you're restricted through your breath. And now press into your hands to intentionally, slowly lengthen through the arms. You feel that through the tricep line. Now go ahead, release. You can shake out the arms a bit. All right, so let's come into a plank on the knees and hands. And first making sure that your hips are aligned between your head and your knees, so the core is already engaged. And noticing that you can still breathe into your belly even as the core is engaged. So you aren't hardening through your core. And your breath doesn't have to move up into your chest. Now keeping this alignment through the spine, through the core, turn the inside of your elbows to face forward, and then draw the elbows straight back, just like you did up against the wall, keeping space through the upper back, through the chest. We're moving very slowly and intentionally, lowering down, and now press back up. Let's do that one more time. Inside of the elbows, turned to face forward. Draw the elbows straight back. Lowering down, slowly, intentionally. You're breathing, the jaw is relaxed, and then pressing into the hands to come up. If you want to take this further, you can come onto the balls of the feet. If you want to stay on your knees, you can stay there. Now in plank, with the knees up off of the ground, let's shift the weight forward. So you're pressing through the toes and the shoulders are over the fingertips. Turn the inside of the elbows to face forward. Draw the elbows straight back, keeping space through the chest. And let's lower all the way down. Feel the release through the shoulders. Let's come onto the tops of the feet and come into a cobra. If you want to come all the way up into upper dog, you can take that option. Open up through the chest here. And I'll come back into plank. You can come onto your knees. You can come onto the balls of your feet. Now shift your weight forward. Draw the inside of the elbows to face forward, and then bend at the elbows, initiating this movement through the bending of the elbows, keeping space through the chest, through the upper back, and let's lower all the way down once again. Let's come into a prone shavasana. Take one ear to the mat, the arms alongside the body. And the reason I have you here is to feel into any chronic holding through your shoulders, through your chest, through your arms. Now go ahead, bring your head to the center, bring your hands to both sides of the chest, and draw the elbows in and down. So you're opening up through the chest. Now you can lift up into a cobra. You can come all the way up into a downward dog. Open up through the chest, draw the shoulders into the back, and come back into plank. Bring your knees down if they aren't already, and come back to sit on the heels. And just feel space through your chest, down through your arms, through your wrists, through your hands. So much of Chaturanga is about learning how to meet resistance with breath rather than force, and learning how to hold your ground while staying open. If you want to explore this focus with more movement, check out my 10-minute Chaturanga practice that's showing on your screen now, where we explore the heart and lungs throughout the practice. And if you want to explore how the elements and meridians support your physical, mental, and emotional balance, use my free 5-element self-nourishment guide that I have linked below. Let me know in the comments what details from this tutorial sparked insight into your Chaturanga, and subscribe for more meridian yoga and mind-body healing practices. Thanks so much for being here with me today and for practicing strength through openness with me in this tutorial. I'll see you in the next video.